Good evening, everyone. Guys, I was literally just about to go to the gym and then I saw this article and I really needed to share it with you because in my last video, I talked about, Britain heading towards some sort of dystopia. I opted for the cyberpunk altered carbon type of dystopia, but we're probably going like, maybe even Mad Max type. So, well, let me share the article with you first, guys, because this is going to be a short video. Oh, hang on. Let me share this video, guys. It's going to be a short video. It's about the protests and it's about a gentleman who's just been arrested. Now, I'm going to show you the article and it's absolute. Well, obviously, if I have an opinion on this, I may get arrested myself. But, I'm totally monging it. Right, let me share this. There we are. Okay, so this guy here, look, protester jailed after chanting at police. Didn't throw anything, as far as the article says, didn't attack any police officers. He was jailed for chanting. Now, I didn't know that this was the law. I thought, maybe, this goes back onto what I said previously about, the context of everything. Now, a 67-year-old man has been jailed after chanting, "You're not English anymore," at police officers during a violent demonstration. So I didn't realize that chanting, these must be the words that we can't use. So if you tell a police officer that they're not English anymore, that's 20 months in jail, I believe. David Notty of Buckhurst Hill in Essex was among supporters of far-right organisations. Now, guys, I was at these protests. Well, I was at the Rotherham protest, and yes, there were people who you could potentially categorize as far right, although the actual definition of far right means they're aligned to a political party. Now, I'm not going to get into that, but what I will say is there was a lot of old people, there was a lot of kids, there was a lot of mums who were just scared and worried and scared about their children, scared about their daughters. The protests in Rotherham, just behind where that hotel is, there was a park, and I'm told that since the migrants moved into that hotel, that park area is just a no-go area now. Women are scared to walk their dogs there. They don't take their children there anymore, because of these hotels, these migrant hotels. So anyway, guys, David Notley of Essex was among supporters of the far right, we just mentioned that took part in the protest on the 31st of July. Where not only was jailed for 20 months after he admitted violent disorder and causing rigorously aggravated distress. So that's what they will have said. Are you guilty of this? And he will have said yes to reduce the sentence. Balls and cans were thrown. Alex Agbamu, prosecuting, said Notley had made his way to the front of the crowd and confronted police in a fighting pose, surging back and forward. So, from this article, and I'll share the article, guys. I don't want to dwell on it too long, and I don't want this video to be that long. But, from that article, he's not attacked anyone. Yes, okay. Should he have been there? Probably not. But 20 months for shouting. I mean, a couple of videos ago, I gave you the incidents where I was in the doctor's. I said something. I said my shoulder's effing killing me. The woman thought I swore at her. I said I'm not swearing at you. I said it louder. I said my shoulder's effing killing. She said you're swearing at me. I said I'm not swearing at you. I'm telling you my shoulder's in pain, and I'm using an F-bomb to describe that pain. I am not swearing at you. The woman got really angry. Then the doctor had to come out, and I told the doctor exactly what I said. I said, no, I've not said anything to her. I've described the pain in my shoulder. Anyway, the doctor was like, well, yeah, I mean, technically, he's not shouting at you. So then I proceeded to, say some really bad things to her in Russian, in Ukrainian, and in Arabic. She didn't understand them. So you have the two incidences there where the first incident, she was mistaken because I wasn't saying anything bad to her. And then the second instance, I said really bad things to her in a different language. She didn't understand the different language, so she was fine with it. So this is the way we're going, guys. And once you start these precedences now, once we start people getting sent to jail for shouting, okay, he was on the front, right at the front, and he was in a fighting stance. What about the people just behind him? if they're in a fighting stance and shouting. Okay, what about the people 100 meters away? What if they're shouting? Is it everybody getting arrested? Is everybody going to jail for 20 months? And then we're letting people out of the jails? Guys, sometimes I just need to switch off. Absolutely insane. You know, guys, I was hoping I'd be in the gym at this time, but I just had to get this video out there because it is absolutely wild what's going on in the United Kingdom at the moment. Contextualize that. A 67-year-old man has just been sent to prison for chanting. And he wasn't even chanting anything like, you know, he wasn't even chanting anything like well, he wasn't even chanting anything, in my opinion, that was inflammatory. He was chanting, "You're not English anymore." That's what the article says, guys. I'm sharing the article with you. Read it if you want. You know, that's what that is the bar now. So that's the bar. So we thought that was the bar. Okay. And then this is how I think David Icke calls it the totalitarian tiptoe. And the bar's slowly going to be moved until, I'm going to be sat here and I'm going to have a thought. And then somebody will knock on the door. Did you just think about saying you're not English anymore? And I'll be like, what? How do you know? We've got certain things. Anyway, guys, I'm going to mag to grid. So going to go to the gym, going to do some really good fitness. I hope you are too, guys. Like I said, I'm going to mag to grid and I'll see you tomorrow.